Northanger Abbey, beautiful work. Jane Austen, one of her best. I didn't really know that much about this. Emma sounded more familiar, Sense and Sensibility, but still, I was enchanted. I loved it. Um, it has a very positive, nice, charming, innocent, a bit naive at times, heroine. She trusts people. Catherine Morland, sister of James, who's going to Bath, invited by a couple of friends, where they encounter a few young people. One of them is Isabella. Isabella becomes involved with James. They even announce their marriage. But alas, these are times when it is very important to have status, money, estate, position. And anyway, to be in the same under the same chapter with the one you pursue. It doesn't do if she's richer, you're less well off. So when they discovered that James will have to wait a couple of years until he gets into some money which will allow a good life, comfortable, Isabella gets cold feet, to be a bit vulgar. She's not so keen on relationship marriage anymore. And as it happens, there's another young man who's interested in her. But let me back up a little. We also meet Henry before that, who's more important. Henry is the man that our heroine, Catherine, likes. And he's a decent fellow with a sense of humor, proved when they take the journey to Northanger Abbey, and he starts scaring the poor girl, who's only 17. Catherine is only 17. With there will be a servant, there will be this dark part of the abbey, and ghosts and all that. Plus, we know that she is reading these Gothic tales who have an impact on her. So she tends to believe this thing with apparitions and spectrums. And so there's also Helena Tinley, the sister of Henry, who likes a man, again, not within the same rank, and that upsets the general, the father. This is a negative character. Plus John Thorpe, brother of Isabella. He creates all kind of problems. He is very interested in the same Catherine, and for that he doesn't care what he does. Etiquette, forget about it. He, for instance, is very keen to take Catherine on a journey in his carriage, which he drives like crazy, like young men in their Porsche today. And when she says, well, look, but I have a previous engagement. No, I saw them. They're going some other place. I saw them. Which is false. Actually, they're on the way to meet, as predetermined, with Catherine. When they pass by, she saw them. Look, they're here. I want to stop. I want to go with them. She likes, as we now know, Henry. He pretends he doesn't hear and makes the carriage go faster. So in the eyes of these two, brother and sister, Catherine looks like a spoiled child who doesn't do what she says and doesn't care. Politeness, etiquette. But it's not her fault. So she tries and explains. when she does that, the general, the father, sees her, likes her, under false pretenses because she's not what he thinks she is. Alas, she's also not what he makes as a second wrong impression, but that's towards the end, and I will not get into that. Now, spoiler alert, I want you to enjoy it if you see this and then read. And but before Northanger Abbey, before the visit, we have this relationship closeness between Isabella and the third child of the general, Frederick Tinley. He comes to Bath, where they all meet and try and dance and enjoy, and starts making advances towards Isabella, who's responsive, even if she's still she's still pledged. She's still supposed to marry James. Nothing happened to that promise. So that's bad. Anyway, to stop somewhere before the middle of the story and let you enjoy the last part and what happens, I will only add to this that at Northanger Abbey, Catherine, influenced as aforementioned by her reading, starts imagining a murder. I will stop here and hope you enjoy.